Choose your sacrifice. I heard this from the only Chrissy on TikTok, and I quite liked it. I quite liked the way she explained it. And what I took from that is you're always sacrificing something. Even if it's subconsciously, you're making a sacrifice towards your future without you knowing it. If you want to be this version of yourself and you have a certain goal and plan, and you're doing anything that doesn't align with that, you are sacrificing your future self. It's the same way if you want to be successful and you're on that path and you're doing the right things, you're going to have to sacrifice partying. You're going to have to sacrifice going out with friends. You're going to have to sacrifice a plethora of stuff. Like, it's just inevitable in life. Life is all about balance. You can't have your cake and eat it. It's not how it works. If you really want to succeed, or if you really want to self-improve or just better yourself as a person, you have to choose your sacrifice. You have to think, are you going to sacrifice the bad for the good, or are you going to sacrifice the good for the bad? Because there's a lot of people who, even myself, for example, like I smoke. The version of myself in the future, I don't see him smoking. That's the honest truth. And there's a lot of times where I do try to take tolerance breaks, etc. But temptation beats me. That's just the truth. And them times where temptations beats me and I make the choice to go smoke, I'm sacrificing the version of myself in the future that I want to succeed, because by me now delaying that progress, it's messing up everything that I've worked towards. And it's vice versa. It's the same way that when I'm not smoking and I'm just working, I'm on my grind, I'm sacrificing smoking, which is something that I enjoy. So that's what I mean when I say choose your sacrifice, because life always comes down to one or the other. It's as simple as that. It's either you do something or you don't. So if you're gonna sit and say, I wanna be this person, I wanna elevate my life, I wanna have a better mental health, I wanna do this, you should sit down and write a list. Write a list of everything that you think is holding you back, being the person that you want to be. And you don't have to attack the list head on, bang on, like, no. It's a work in progress. It's breaking habits at the end of the day. So you need to figure out a progressive way where you can pick the right sacrifices. You can go through this list one by one and say, okay, I know this needs to be done. I know this needs to be done. I know this needs to be done. And by the time you're finished, even if it takes you 6 months, by the time you are finished and you've sacrificed the correct things, you will be at a whole different stage in your life that you never even thought was possible. And I'm saying this as someone who, I've made a lot of heavy sacrifices, but I haven't fully sacrificed everything that I need to. It's the same way, like, for example, I don't live in the area that I grew up in. And that's purely a choice, like genuinely purely a choice. But I had to sacrifice friends, families, parties, all of this stuff. I've got friends that have had babies, baby shower, all this I haven't gone, because at the end of the day, I've got a goal I need to reach. And the actions that need to be done take an extraordinary amount of work. And I'm lucky that everyone in my life understands that and no one takes it personally. But it's not to say that everyone's journey is going to be as easy as that, because you might have situations where some people don't understand the journey you're on and they take it very personally as to why you can't be at their birthday party or why you're not picking up their calls. Like, so you need to be able to have the mental mindset and the mental strength to say, you know what, I'm gonna sacrifice this and I'm gonna stick to it. It's like, I've got a nice saying I love to say of, if you've lived a certain way for X amount of years, however old you are, and it hasn't worked out for you, then why not sacrifice a few years trying the best you can and see what you can do? Because at the end of the day, worst case scenario, you go back to how you were living life. Best case scenario, you've changed the trajectory of your life forever. Your life will never ever be the same. Like, I spoke before about how I'm going gym now. And honestly, when I first started going consistently, there was days where I couldn't do it. I'd wake up, I'm in my head too much, I'm overthinking, maybe I just feel tired, I feel lazy, I just couldn't do it. But the moment I built that discipline and the moment I started sacrificing all these enjoyments, like I was laying in bed, I'm watching random shows, I'm scrolling on TikTok all day, I had to sacrifice that. I don't really use social media as much anymore. And I'm happy with that. I don't mind that, because at the end of the day, it's a sacrifice. Again, on my list, It's a sacrifice that had to be made to get to the next step of where I want to be. And in that time, I can 100% say that life has changed. My life is not the same. I don't view life as the same. I'm more disciplined. My head's a lot clearer. It's just something positive to do. And it's something that gives you a result and shows you that, you know what, anything can actually go. You can do anything you want, but you have to start with the small steps. That's the issue. A lot of people love to aim for the moon and try to skip all the steps. They don't want to build the rocket. They don't want to learn how to build the rocket. Like, there's so many minuscule steps that you have to take to reach the level you have, but everybody just wants to go from 0 to 100. Even myself, that's a mistake that I had to sit back and reevaluate and say, okay, realistically, I'm not gonna wake up and be a millionaire tomorrow. Could definitely happen, you never know, but realistically it won't. I have to be the person that is worthy of even being able to accept that, and I'm not at that position yet. So when I say this, to say that, be certain of what you want to do with life. Sacrifice anything that doesn't align with that, and make sure that you just stick on the path until you see results. Because the moment you see results, your brain will click. Everything will change because you've seen it. You've seen the results of your hard work, and you'll feel more motivated into doing the work. And yeah.